Greetings. It is our pleasure to introduce the NatureTech composting system, manufactured by Renewable Carbon Management, LLC. The NatureTech composting system is designed for ease of operations and maintenance with open source process control and off-the-shelf components. Until recently, when people thought of composting, they thought of only windrows, long outdoor piles. Windrows, however, are known for their problems with leachate, fugitive dust, and odors. An improvement in composting technology is forced aeration, known in the industry as aerated static piles, or ASP. Over the years, the science of composting has matured, leading to a new generation of composting systems using best management practices, or BMPs. BMPs call for not only static pile aeration, but temperature control, leachate capture, and biofiltration. For ASP, the process to further reduce pathogens is 72 continuous hours over 55 C, easier to achieve than windrows that requires 3 weeks or more, 5 turnings, and daily temperature monitoring. For ASP to function properly, you start with a good recipe that provides for aeration, porosity, an optimum carbon to nitrogen ratio, and moisture levels accurate within a few percent, around 60 to 65% water. This scene shows the addition of raw primary wastewater treatment sludge through the white pipe into the mixer. Given the number of facilities closed due to odors and leachate, if you are going to be composting energetic feedstock such as food scraps and wastewater treatment solids, the composting system should be upgraded using the best management practices steps of mix management, forced aeration, temperature control, and biofiltration. Mix management provides quality control and quality assurance that ensures a consistent finished compost product. The NatureTech composting system is an aerated static pile composting process that takes place inside of a container with an aeration floor. Using a conveyor at the discharge chute of the mixer, the homogeneous mix is loaded on top of the aeration floor inside the container. All NatureTech composting containers are now sealed on top and filled via conveyor through a hatch or the doors. The container full of material ready for composting is taken from the mixing station over to the aeration grid. This picture shows a container being moved using a roll-off truck. After the container is lined up and into place, the flexible air lines are connected using quick couplers. The NatureTech composting system differs from other ASP systems in that air is regulated using actuated dampers that open and close according to the need for oxygen and cooling. One of the NatureTech patents is the use of pitot tubes and differential pressure transmitters that regulate airflow to exacting CFMs so that every batch receives both optimum oxygen levels and temperature control. A robust probe is inserted into each container to record temperature for regulatory compliance and to enable the controller to increase airflow to remove excess heat. Too high a temperature in a pile results in odors and delayed composting rates. The input signals of temperature and airflow velocity come back to a process controller which adjusts variable frequency drives for pressure blowers according to a precision, science-based, proven airflow management strategy. We use cast aluminum pressure blowers to provide the most efficient airflow and pressure with electricity costs typically less than 50 cents per ton. This ensures that every composting batch is the same as the previous and next batch year in and year out, resulting in utility-grade compost quality, predictability, and performance. The sealed container protects the compost from rain and wind and eliminates the need for stormwater management and expensive retention ponds. Leachate is captured through the bottom of the container, which drains to a sump pump and storage tank or to a sanitary sewer. With intake and exhaust air in perfect balance, odorous exhaust air is sent to biofilters. In some facilities, compost-generated heat can be recovered using air-to-air heat exchangers. After cooking for roughly 3 weeks, the air lines are uncoupled, the temperature probe pulled out, and the leachate line disconnected. The container is moved by a variety of means over to a composting curing area ready for dumping and refilling the empty container. Moving 25 to 40 ton batches of compost in a container saves over $10 per ton in capital and operating cost over expensive front-end loaders that move only 2 to 4 tons per scoop. The NatureTech composting system has the lowest operating cost of any composting process using best management practices available today. An alternative means of moving a container is by using a side loader that can pick up a container and set it on a trailer to and from the mixer and tipping area, even for delivering containers of compost to customers. Another option is a container straddler, common in the intermodal container industry, which is appropriate for the 40-ton composting containers at larger size facilities up to 300 tons per day capacity. Once the container is moved off the air grid and over to the curing area, the compost is dumped for curing or straight to market, even as little as 3 weeks old. The material slides out easily due to the polypropylene aerated floors with a patented hole design that is largely self-cleaning. Over 20 years of experience building containerized composting systems has been incorporated into our newest air floor. Take a look at some of the facilities we have built over the years. Land Recovery in Washington, Hutchinson, Minnesota, a biofiltration facility in Bowling, Texas, Southern Minnesota Construction in Mankato, Minnesota, Mississippi Topsoils in Cold Spring, Minnesota, Sandoval County, New Mexico. We are especially proud of our award-winning facility at the Whidbey Island Naval Air Station, Oak Harbor, Washington. We are proud to say that no NatureTech facility ever built since our first operation in Lawrence, Kansas has ever received a formal odor complaint. We welcome the opportunity to become a key component of your sustainable community plan as you strive towards zero waste goals and local self-reliance. Feel free to give us a call at 320-253-5076 to learn more about the NatureTech composting system, or visit us at renewablecarbon.com.